Hello there, welcome back to yet another video. So glad to have you here. Now, I know it has been a hell of a long time since I've appeared in a video. Life's been busy this last year for many reasons, but I've got a few videos in the works, so hopefully the next couple of months they'll be coming out piece by piece, and a lot of plans in the coming months to make more videos, which is even better. But I thought I'd start with this video, just to sort of show I'm still alive, but also to go through some projects I'm working on. Just show some photos I've been taking, and some new kit, and yeah, I just thought I need to show face before dumping a ton of videos on the channel after a year and a bit. So this video is actually meant to be like a go out and shoot photography out in Canary Wharf. I had a roll of CineStill 800T, which I wanted to use in the RZ, and Evie and I went out on Valentine's Day because she was dying, so we didn't really have any other plans, but Canary Wharf is literally just over there, a few stops on the train, so we decided to just go do some photos. The video was meant to be just like a behind the scenes shooting that, sort of showing what 800T can do, but in the process of shooting these photos, I actually came up with a project idea. With the Forgotten project, which is a very long-term project which I'm working on, it's not really, I'm not driven enough to actually shoot photos and actually make things because it doesn't seem to have any reward to it anymore, because it is just plodding along making this work, and it's exhausting. So what I needed was a short-term project, which would be essentially an easy project, an easy win. And I've been looking for a little while of stuff to do. While shooting these photos at Canary Wharf, took 3 photos, I think, of Lime bikes. Which, if you don't know, they're all over the world. There are these sort of hire by the minute electric bikes that are horrible green and white in colour, and they are everywhere, and they are the worst things in the world. I hate them, if you couldn't tell. But I decided to shoot a short-term photography project, probably print it in a zine or something, about these Lime bikes and how they just ruin the look of everything in London, where I live. Because we are actually moving out of London towards the end of summer, I thought that's a good time frame, which is about 6 months from now, to actually finish this project completely as like a little goodbye to London. There'll be more of that in the future of where we're going. That is a whole other thing. To have this sort of short-term project will be good for me, because it'll mean have to be creative every day, and it's an easy project because these Lime bikes, I can tell you now, they are everywhere. I took some videos between where I work and a Tesco's, which is like 500 meters away. So many of them. I took some videos, I'll put them on screen now, but this is the sort of project that I need to just push through. So there'll be more on these sorts of photos in the future, and actually making the zine, which will be really good, and I'm really excited. I've got a little bit of like a mood board going on my bedroom wall, sort of showing how I want this scene to look, planning the photos. I've got about 10-15 photos so far already, all in mixed media, so it's really good to just like do something with photography again after about 2 years of not actually really wanting to shoot for various reasons. So it feels good to be creative again and actually making videos again, like this one and the 2 or 3 others that I have in the works at the moment. That's a nice quick project, which I'll show more of on here eventually, when it's towards the end maybe. But yeah, that'll be really good. So also, as most people know, I am a big Canon advocate. I have shot Canon since I was about 14 years old. I am now 28. And it got to a point where I knew the kit too well. I was shooting weddings with it, I was shooting events with it, I was shooting clientele photos, headshots, personal work with it. And I just knew the camera too well. I could control the settings without looking at that point, which is good. It's good to know your kit that well. But also, again, with the whole idea of photography becoming a bit boring for me and not wanting to shoot it. Last summer, during my year off, I decided to completely change my camera gear, my digital camera gear. So I was shooting with a Canon R6 Mark I, which I loved. Love that camera with a 15-35 lens. Brilliant camera. Cannot say a single bad thing about it. But I decided to sell that and all my Canon lenses and buy 2 new cameras. So I have a stills camera, which is the Fujifilm X-T5 in silver and black. This camera is genuine, it's changed the game. I love this thing. I have 2 lenses for it, which is the, I think it's a 16 to 80mm f4, and I've got a 56mm f1.8. They are genuinely giving me they make me feel so creative. Just changing your camera gear, something a bit smaller, a bit easier to like sort of hide around, carry around everywhere. I'm shooting so much more with this camera. And then what I'm shooting on now, which is this, where's my phone? Let's do a quick video. I am shooting on the HS2, I think, is that right? Something like that. This is the Fujifilm HS2 or H2S, I never remember. Having 2 cameras that are completely independent from each other, having one for photo, one for video, has completely changed everything. Having the ability to be able to shoot digital in a video whilst filming it, I couldn't do that with the R6 because that was my photo and video camera, as my hybrid camera, which I use for both. So having the flexibility to now be able to shoot film and digital in a video is game-changing for me. It's made things so much easier. And the fact that these cameras are so small, the form factor is tiny, I can share the lenses between them. It's made things a lot easier for me to be able to shoot this work and these videos. So that's given me a bit of a drive as well. Now I'm back into it. In terms of my film gear, not much has really changed. I'm still shooting on the RZ, which it's been a bit funky this last year. I've done a few projects with it, and I've noticed 2 of the backs which I own, one of the springs was failing in both of them, so a lot of the time they were taken apart in pieces, so I wasn't really shooting much of that. Now they're repaired, the RZ is getting a lot more use. We've been shooting a lot of personal projects on it, and also using it for some of the Line Bike Zine. I've done some work on the Forgotten project, which is a video that's in the works. Even I went to Wales over Christmas to go to Hiatus, which is a place which this channel has been before, but needed to go back again to get some finalised photos, which you'll hopefully see maybe a couple weeks' time, hopefully. But yeah, there's the films in the work. I've got some really fun film stocks in there, which I'm excited to use. This was just a video to show that I'm still alive, and I'm still working on making stuff. I've got some stuff in the works. I've got some plans to make videos. I've got Evie pushing me to make videos, which is really nice, having someone sort of drive me to do it. It's good to be back. Really want to get this channel back on its feet because it was doing very well before I disappeared for a year and a bit, which I didn't like doing, but it was definitely needed. I was getting burnt out with all this, even though I wasn't releasing that many videos, but I think it was just the pressure of wanting to make it, but never actually wanting to make it, if that makes sense. Keep an eye out for this space. There'll be some videos coming soon. As always, remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I shall see you in the next video. Peace.